Hello guys, this is Joseph, the food driver guy, here with another honest review about this gig economy. And today, after a long time since this pandemic, I'm gonna post my first video after a long time that that I actually posted the last one. So it's been already like 3 months, 2 months and a half without me posting a video, and I didn't actually find the need because the market was changing pretty much on a day-to-day basis, and I was trying to survive because the business game changed completely with the way I used to work, the way I work now, and I couldn't even be giving an advice to any of you. From my point of view, my perspective, and my experience. I've been doing deliveries since probably maybe 12 years ago, and I still, do a lot of companies. I work for a lot of companies, a lot of apps, most of them, with the exception of Uber. I just don't like the company. I don't need it. I don't have the need for that one. I think what I have, it's enough, and I haven't been hearing a good reviews about Uber, and I honestly don't want to get into their game since I'm not planning to use them often. So I don't think they're better than what I have, although maybe in the future I will try them out and see how well they are. But for now, I think I'm doing well with what I have, and that's pretty much it for me. That's what I'm looking for. But today I want to make this video to let you guys know that I've seen a lot of posts on YouTube and TikTok and all that stuff. I've been kind of looking at it, and just makes me laugh. All these people that they don't have idea what this business is all about. Also, the experienced driver will agree with me that this is a business of skill. You are not an employee. You're not an employee. You are a business owner. Regardless if you want to believe that or not, these companies are not going to screw you up. You're going to get screwed up by your own self. I've always been saying that on this channel because that's the pure truth about this. So when you started to venture yourself in the business, in the food delivery business, you know in advance that you are in for a business type of deal that you're gonna make with these companies. So having said that, whether you get the work they're sending you or not, that's gonna be your choice, and you have the freedom to do so for your own income potential. And I've been hearing a lot about rejections. You just reject everything you don't want, and you accept everything that is very high in price, big ballers, and things not necessarily work like that the whole time. Sometimes you have to work for your money. You cannot be sitting around hoping that once a day or once every 2 days you're gonna get a good offer. Especially if you reject a lot, these companies are not going to send you the best offers either. So you gotta step up your game, and you gotta know what you're in for and what you really want to go with these companies. It's not just a quick plug-in for you to make money at the moment and whatever, make some spare dollars here and there, and that's it. You think you earn your money, but in reality what you just did when you're trying this just for spare cash, you're putting yourself at risk, and you're giving yourself to these companies not knowing what your income potential is. They just pay you $15 for one order, $10 for one order. You think you're making money when you're putting everything and you pile up all the earnings that you make versus the expenses, you're gonna find out a big disappointment. A big disappointment. Some drivers take up to a year to realize that they've been doing it wrong the whole time, and they thought they were making spare cash, but when they put all the expenses and the earnings together, they find out they're only making a few dollars, and that's very disappointing. I'm here. My main purpose of this channel and my videos is for you guys not to get screwed up. Pretty much that's it. I'm not gonna tell you how to make millions, how to make more money, and how to speed up your earnings. I'm not it. I mean, I'm not up for that, because I'm not the right person. Everybody does business differently. Every market is different, and nothing's gonna happen the same. So it's not just one thing that you can apply and you can just follow like A, B, C, D, and that's it. You know your steps. You're good. You're gonna do good. It's not all about that. It requires way more than that, and it's a lot of logistics as well. You gotta know where they're sending you. You gotta know your area. You gotta know your market. You gotta know a lot of stuff. It's a lot of information for you to take in before, I mean, you will call this business profitable. I've been hearing a lot of trash talk about being a dasher. So sometimes I've been hearing like they call themselves thrasher. I'm a fucking thrasher, something like that. And honestly, I think there is a good potential for Doordash. There is a good potential for Grubhub. There is a good potential for any company you want to work for in this gig industry. But you gotta know how to play your game, because if you don't know how to play your game, this is gonna bring a lot of disappointments. A lot of disappointments for you in the future when you start comparing like how much the money is coming in, how much the money goes out as an expense. I've been also hearing a lot of things that all the money I make, it goes on gas. Well, if you guys do the business right, the gas should be the least of your problems, especially right now that the gas is cheap. Most of your expenses will be in the car depreciation, because the cars go through a lot when you drive a lot of miles a day. And I've been doing this, like I said, for a long time, and this is my primary source of income. Right now is my sole source of income. This is what I do for life. This is not a side gig and blah blah blah, just a spare cash here and there. No, this is what I do to sustain my family, to sustain myself, to sustain everybody so in my family. So this is what I'm saying. I mean, we gotta do this right. Some of us, we don't have a second choice. We cannot do this half right, you know. We have to know how much money we take for the house, how much money stays in the business. This is a business related. You have to manage it and you have to balance it out. You cannot just go out there and see how much you're gonna make. You have to go out there with a plan as to how much money you want to get. That's a big difference, and a lot of people they don't take this in consideration. They just want to make an extra spare cash to have a little extra money to spend on, but in the end, this is gonna hit them hard. And this is once again my main point of this video is: don't get screwed up in the process of trying to make spare cash. You're gonna take this business. This is a business just like any other, requires that you put some serious effort into it and put the expenses and put the earnings in context and put them on a spreadsheet or something that tells you how much the business is giving you. If it's worth it in your area and you're doing it. I mean, most of the new people, that's another thing. Most of the new people, why they quit so fast? And that's a very simple answer to that. It's because they get in the business, they don't know what to do, they're new, they don't have experience, and they end up making this business all wrong. They end up getting paid less than minimum wage per hour, which Eventually they find out, they quit. Right now, we're going through a lot of market saturation, which is the worst time for newbies, for new drivers to get into this business. It is brutal out there. It is brutal. I mean, regarding people saying COVID-19, blah, 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 we need a lot of drivers. Ooh, yeah, we're going to make some, we're going to pay a lot and blah, blah, blah. We need drivers to deliver the food. It's not like that. It's a lot of market saturation that during the whole day, you're going to see ridiculous offers during the whole day. And this is going in part because of market saturation. And that can put ourselves, on slow days to not have enough orders to profit from. And then the new drivers, they get an offer for a few dollars, and they just get an offer. They get excited to do it. They go do it, and they're happy about it because they just don't know how this business works. So for all of you that are trying to get into this business, I'm not saying don't do it, but I'm saying straight off the bat, don't procrastinate on doing this. Do your spreadsheet, how much money goes in, how much money goes out. Do Excel, whatever you want to do that tells you how much money goes in, how much money goes out. And this is your per hour payment, final payment. And do that no matter what. And unfortunately, for all these new drivers, unfortunately, you're going to find that this business is the hardest to profit from whatever else you tried before. It is so complicated. This is way too complicated. Even if I want to give you tips right now, advice how to do it, it will take me so long and you will get bored as hell. You won't be up for doing this. And this is one of the reasons you guys are going to experience a lot of surprises on this business and a lot of disappointments and a lot of headaches that you guys are going to go through. And some of you will have the patience to deal with it, but some of other people will just not be in the mood for keep dealing with these issues. It's a lot to take when you want to make extra spare cash with these companies. My recommendation is, if you're gonna take this business, take it seriously and take it as your new way to make money, and take it also as your second job. Do not take this business as a spare cash thing, quick cash, pay one bill thing, because this is gonna be the worst job you'll ever get in. You need to acquire experience. You need to know pretty much everything about the business. You need to know your market, restaurants, blah blah blah, all that stuff. You need to know. You need to know all around this, all throughout this spectrum of delivering. And you need to know your area. You need to know every single little thing. Then once your earnings tells you that you are making money, decent money, then it's up for you to decide whether you keep this or move into something else. But this is my best advice I can give you guys. Do spreadsheet, work with Excel, and you guys balance it out. If the earnings are good, stick on it. If the earnings are not good, just leave this job for good, because it's not gonna make you money. Your car is gonna get destroyed, and honestly, it's just gonna be a headache for you. I'm trying to save it right now for you guys. Do not do this job unless it pays you a decent amount of money after expenses. And that's what you have to do. If you do your job correctly, you guys are gonna be fine. Okay guys, so I hope this is kind of useful for you guys, and we'll see you guys on my next video. And I just really wanted to make this one because there is a lot of it's a lot of things out there telling you guys that, you know, go Doordash because of this economy. Just to go to Doordash and you will make lots of money, and you will make $500 per week, $25 per hour, blah 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 blah. That's all bogus. That's people that just wanted to kind of brag themselves about the same thing. If I will brag you guys about what I do, you guys will be surprised, but I don't want to do that because I'm not that kind of person. I'm not going to tell you how much I make, and I'm not going to tell you any information about my finances and how to make 1,000 a week or how to make 2,000 a week or even 3,000 a week on the gig delivery business. So that's a separate thing that you have to work on. I'm not up for that information because it will be inaccurate. So everybody that tells you that this business is gonna generate that kind of amounts of money, just don't listen to them. Listen to your numbers. Listen to your spreadsheet, and go from there. All right, guys. So see you guys on my next video. You guys have a good one. Bye bye.